So an update of the console collections would not be complete without including the 16-bit beast, the Sega Megadrive. You can see I've got one of my many Megadrives. This is one of my Model 2s with a Model 2 Mega CD attached, so let's go through this. I didn't get all my consoles and accessories out because I've just got shitloads of stuff for it, so I didn't want to, it'd take years to go through it all. So we're just going to run through the games. John Madden Football. If there's any, I'll just run through them. If there's anything I want to talk about, then I'll say. But if I don't mention anything about a game, it's just because I'm not really that bothered about it. Battle Squadron, NBA All-Star Challenge, Super Kickoff. Zany Golf, probably the worst game I've ever played on the Mega Drive, so avoid that one. Streets Race 2, one of the best games on the Mega Drive, obviously. If you've ever played it, you'll know why. Mega Games 3, so one of the collections of games. You get 3 games on a cartridge, pretty good ones as well. Super Monaco GP, Alien Storm, Super Thunderblade, all classics. So here's Mega 6 cartridge. There are a few different variations of these, but this one's got Sega Soccer, which is basically World Cup Italia 90. Columns, Super Monaco GP, Avengers Shinobi, absolute classic. Sonic 1, another classic game, and the original Streets of Rage, which is an awesome game. FIFA 97, one of the best Mega Drive football games. Crackdown, that's an awesome game, definitely worth checking out. Animaniacs, I like this. This is a sweet platform game from Konami. Dynamite Heady, yeah, I need to revisit this one. So it's an awesome game, but I don't really know what you're supposed to do in the early stages of the game. Another Mega Games, this time Mega Games 1. So Column, Super Hang-On and World Cup Italia 90. All pretty decent games. Pete Sampras Tennis by Codemasters, as you can see with the J-Kart. They use the cartridge as a multi-tap. PGA Tour Golf. I actually prefer these EA PGA games on the 16-bit consoles. I don't like the 32-bit versions. These games are really awkward and crap. Eternal Champions, as you can see, I've got 2 copies of that. I'll be getting rid of the one with the worst damage. Dragon's Fury, this is an awesome game. It's not what you'd expect it to be. It's actually a pinball game, but like the pinball tables, like alive with monsters and stuff. Awesome game. Japanese Sonic the Hedgehog, as you can see, that fits into my modified console where I've cut the flap, well, the bits outside of the flap. Right, so that's my cartridge only games over and done with, as you can see there. Sonic and Knuckles boxed, working, all of that good stuff. Awesome game. And obviously you can plug Sonic 2 and 3 in there. So Super Street Fighter Special Champion Edition. So possibly my favourite version of the game, just because I like the intro music the best. FIFA 96, again, like 90, it's basically like 97, except it hasn't got indoor 5-a-side. Echo the Dolphin, never been a fan. Primal Rage, awesome fighter, but there's not a lot of complexity to it, but the graphics are really sweet. Speedball 2, awesome futuristic sports game. Marco's Magic Football, rubbish. General Chaos, couldn't really work that one out when I played it, but it seems alright. Super Thunderblade, as said, classic game. 688 Attack Sub, probably second worst game I played on the Mega Drive. Can't work that one out. Box Super Kickoff. Space Harrier 2, not as good as the original. Rollo to the Rescue, decent platformer, but it's a bit fluffy and a bit homo. James Pond 2, codename Robocard, never been a fan of the series. World of Illusion, Mickey Mouse games are generally good on the Megadrive. PGA Tour 96, like I say, prefer the 16-bit PGA games to the 32. These are awesome, the NHL games on the Megadrive. Flashback, another game that I can't really work out, but it's supposed to be a classic. Another Echo game, rubbish. Andre Agassi Tennis, I always find 16-bit tennis to be pretty hard, but it's not bad. Aquatic Games, rubbish. Tailspin, that's a pretty sweet platformer. The graphics aren't great, but it's got interesting gameplay. T2, the arcade game, so you could use this with a Menacer. Actually sold my Menacer because I'll never have an old school TV that will work with a gun anyway, take up too much space. Mortal Kombat 2, classic game. I actually prefer Mortal Kombat 1 though, if I'm being honest. Wrestle War, that's an interesting game, bit clunky but cool style. Batman Returns, nowhere near as good as the Konami side-scrolling beat-em-up that you'll find on the Super Nintendo. Pretty crap game, to be honest. Aladdin, classic game, vibrant graphics. First FIFA game, where it all started. Taz, Escape from Mars. I like Escape from Mars, I don't like the other Taz game. Chuck Rock, seems pretty cool, but someone's actually commented on my channel and told me how to get past the bit that I get stuck at when I do a gameplay of it, so I need to jump in on that again and see if I can crack that bit. What's in here? Super Street Fighter 2, so kind of definitive Street Fighter game for the Mega Drive. PGA Tour Golf, another World Cup Italia, PGA Tour Golf 2, not really much to be said. Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge, kind of like Super Monaco GP but worse, because half of the screen's taken up by telemetry when you're not playing two-player. So EA Hockey, I don't know whether that I think that came before NHLPA. Mortal Kombat 3, not my favourite Mortal Kombat 3 game, because obviously it's not got the original, some of the original characters, such as Scorpion. He's my favourite character. Galaxy Force 2, pretty generic shit. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, classic game, common as shit. Mercs, super hard arcade shooting action. The original Sonic, yep, classic game. Virtua Fighter 2, interesting kind of 16-bit imagining of the 32-bit game. Hard Driving, it's a cool game, kind of 3D, just driving around. I didn't really get what the point was of the game, but I quite enjoyed driving around. Donald Duck in Maui Mallard, one of the rarer Mega Drive titles. Lion King, bit like Aladdin graphic wise, gameplay isn't bad. Absolute classic, awesome game, Robocop vs Terminator. One of the biggest flops of all time, Rise of the Robots, absolute crap. You can't even select like a different character, you're just this douchebag on the front. Mickey Mania, cool graphical style on that game. Bonanza Brothers, I think that's like the American version, it's alright. Pit Fighter, awesome game, it's just awesome because it's so bad. Even the box art's just like so bad that it's almost good. Terminator, yeah, not bad, nothing to shout about. European Club Soccer, a game I used to spend a lot of time playing as a kid, don't know why, it's rubbish. Tasmania. This is the Tas game that I don't prefer to Escape from Mars. It's nowhere near as good. Super Smash TV doesn't play that well on the Megadrive because of the 3-button layout. It's an awesome game on the Super Nintendo though. The original Mortal Kombat, probably my favourite of the 16-bit games. And Powermonger, couldn't work that bastard out. So they're my cartridge-based games, as you can see there. And now we'll have a look at the Mega CD. It's got Samurai Showdown CDR in there, naughty boy. So Sherlock Holmes, Consulting Detective, fuck knows. Road Avenger, it's just a fucking pile of shit. This one's worth of note. It's got Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Columns, Super Monaco GP and Revenge of Shinobi. Basically the same as the cartridge games, but they've rejigged the sound and, you know, the music and some of the sound effects. So what I like to call Soul Feces, and that comes on the back of Cobra Command as well, kind of dual pack. I mean that's not bad. But Cobra Command, if you see the arcade version of it, it looks absolutely awesome. But the Mega CD, it's just not got the animation and the graphics and whatever, so it's just a bit pointless. It's just like an interactive fucking slideshow. Ground Zero Texas, cheesy as hell, kind of interactive movie, shoot 'em up, but I think it's pretty cool. So all in all, that's my Mega Drive and Mega CD collection. It just seems like that video took fucking ages. So yeah, my favourite console and one of my priorities to collect for. So thanks for watching, and let's get some 3D shit in like that.